How's it going, YouTube? This is TJ with another pickups video. I've got a ton of stuff to show you again. So kind of like last week, I'm going to split this into two videos and then post them pretty much right after one another. I've got some couple of trades here with some great YouTubers and just a bunch of stuff. In fact, just to give you a quick glimpse, trade, Craigslist deal, pickups, and more pickups. So just a ton of stuff. I think I'm going to do the trades and the Craigslist deal in this video, and in the next video I'll do all my pawn store pickups. And then on top of that, my birthday is next weekend. So what better way to celebrate than having a contest here? And I'll just go ahead and explain that real quick. What I'd like to do is a Q&A, kind of like Boomstick did, Scorpion Slayer. They were both really pretty successful, and so I'd like to do that too. But the contest will really just be just commenting. Put a comment on this video, and if you want two chances, put it on the next video also, and I'll tally them up, and we'll do a drawing or some goofy way to come up with a winner. But I have two prizes. I have Mega Man 2 for the NES in pretty good condition. I will try to get that marker off, but the label itself is in decent, really good condition, and I will throw it in a hard plastic case. And then the other prize will be Metroid Prime for the GameCube. It is complete, so those will be my two prizes. I guess whoever the first place winner will get to choose which one they want, and then second place gets the leftovers. But so that'll be the contest. So again, all you have to do is just comment. Preferably a question so that I can answer a Q&A for on my birthday video. But like I said, all you have to do is just comment, and that'll put you in. So on with my trades here. First trade is from a good friend of mine, Ryan Phoenix, aka RPGTourGuide. He's got a great channel, and I will try to put up the link to his channel and to his website here on this video. So go check that out. He's linked up with a few other dudes. I think they call it the RPG Tour Bus, and they just got a bunch of RPGs, Let's Plays and walkthroughs and stuff like that. So go check out his website, check out his YouTube page. He's doing Soul Blazer right now, and unfortunately I've really fallen behind in it, but I really need to catch up. But he's a really cool dude, and I sent him Final Fantasy III, I believe, for the DS, and he sent me a sealed copy of Final Fantasy Chronicles, which is the Chrono Trigger, and Final Fantasy II for all of you Americans. Both awesome games. I have them both, but I didn't have the Final Fantasy Chronicles, so really cool to have that. He threw in some extras, which is really cool. He threw in Cool World for the Super Nintendo, which I did not have, which is great. He threw in a really cool DS case, which is great because I've been finding a bunch of DS games, so really cool to find this really cool case. And then there are just some cool magazines here. Winning Tips for Nintendo. I'll try to keep the glare out. Newest Game Strategies. And by newest game strategies, they mean Super Mario Bros. 3, Batman, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then a GamePro, which I didn't know that GamePro is that old of a magazine. But you can see Super Mario RPG on there, Killing Instinct 2. So just really cool of them. I'll definitely be going through those. I haven't gotten into any Nintendo Powers yet. I had them, when I was a kid, but I haven't really gotten into collecting them yet. But cool to get some great magazines here. So I really appreciate it, Ryan. Go check him out, RPGTourGuide, and check out his website. My next trade is with another good friend of mine, Chip Ritchie. I believe his YouTube name is AllGenGameHunter. I believe that's what it is. I will confirm that. But AllGenGameHunter, and he sent me a note here. Says, thanks a bunch for the trade. You're helping me out by getting me a lot of the stuff I need. I threw in a few extra things. I hope you enjoy them. And I know you'll love the 2 extra PS2 games, which I did, and I will show you them. Turd. So what I traded for, first I sent him that Super Smash Bros. Melee, the disc only I found. A couple of disc only games. I sent that Conkers and Final Fantasy Tactics. And he sent me Azure Dreams for the Game Boy. This was a RPG, and it seemed kind of interesting. It says the the dungeons change, kind of like in Dark Cloud, where the dungeon kind of changes the layout and stuff like that. So it's kind of a cool idea. Just another RPG to add to the collection, so that was really cool of him. And then he also sent me Digimon World Data Squad. Gamer Emporium has been hyping all the Digimon stuff, and I think he likes it better than Pokemon, so I'll have to give it a check. It is complete, and even cooler, it still has some of the stickers that came with it, which is really cool, so I really appreciate that, Chip. He sent me a ton of extras, so let's go ahead and get those checked out. First is for the Game Boy, Cosmo Tank. I'd never heard of it, but it's an Atlas title, so that's really cool. He sent me Jurassic Park for the Super Nintendo. I'm not really a fan of this game. I've played it a few times. It's very frustrating, but actually I didn't own it, so it was really cool to have that. For the DS, the Golden Compass. For whatever reason, I've been finding these, or people have been sending me these. It's complete, and then he also threw in an extra Game Boy Advance game there, named Namco Museum. Still, again, loved the books. You should definitely read the Dark Materials trilogy. The Golden Compass is the first book. And they sent me Genesis, for the Sega Genesis Revolution. I remember this arcade game with the gun and you're shooting the records out. So that was really cool. It's the Aerosmith game. And then the PlayStation 2 games that I'm sure he is still giggling about is Strawberry Shortcake, the Sweet Dreams game. And I think, yep, oh yeah, this one's complete. And Dora the Explorer, Journey to the Purple Planet. So I just want you to know, Chip, that it is on, and I will find you some even better games. But I really appreciate it. All the games are awesome. Thank you for the trade. And he also sent me his card, which is really cool. So I have his information so that we can do more trades in the future. Next is a Craigslist deal. I talked about this in my last video. This was a dude here on base that had a Nintendo 64 for sale with a few games. And originally I just bought the Rampage 2 for $5. He was asking a lot of money for all the stuff. Like he was asking $60 for the system and then $20 for each controller. And he had 2 controllers, so just kind of expensive. But he had Mario Party 3 and Paper Mario, among other great games. But I was really interested in those 2. And I didn't want to shell out a lot of cash. I think he was asking $60 for each of those, which is, I think, more than really eBay anyway, but I definitely wasn't going to spend that kind of money. But so I had talked with him at first, and we had discussed about some possible PlayStation 2 games trades. And when I had talked to him a few days later, he didn't really seem that interested, and he wanted me to make an offer. So I sold a few of my DS games, and actually I had found New Super Mario Brothers and Yoshi Touch and Go. I paid $5 each, and then I sold those for 10 each. And with a few other guys, I sold the Mario Kart game I had, Animal Crossing, that Diddy Kong Racing, a couple others. But anyway, so I sold some games, and I offered him just $70. And he told me he couldn't take less than 90, and I told him the most I would do was 75. And he said that was fine, but that he had bought 2 extra controllers and Mario 64, and that he wanted the option to return those and hopefully exchange those for something else. And they weren't part of the original Craigslist ad or anything, so I didn't have a problem with that. I'm not sure why he bought more stuff if he was trying to get rid of it, but whatever. But anyway, so I told him that was fine, and so I went and picked it up from him, and I was glad I didn't fight over the two extra controllers because they were third-party controllers, and they just looked stupid. But so I didn't want those, and I didn't even bother offering on the Mario. I mean, he's still a nice kid and stuff, so I wasn't trying to to be rude or anything. I thought 75 for everything was a great deal anyway. So I'll go ahead and show everything here. The 2 controllers, they need to be cleaned up, but just a gray one here in the atomic purple, and they're actually pretty decent joysticks, so I was happy about that. Next, we have about, let's count all these games here as quickly as I can here. 6, 8, 11, 14, 16 games. I have 16 games, a Rumble pack, first party, and a third party memory card. I already have a memory card, but it's kind of cool to have an extra one. And then the system here with the cables. Cool thing is the system has the expansion pack. So the games here, well, like I said, I already told you about Mario Party 3 and then Paper Mario. These were the two games I really wanted. Unfortunately, they have these giant Blockbuster stickers on them, and I'm not sure they're going to come off. So I already knew that because I had seen, I saw the games when I picked up Rampage from him. So I knew they had the stickers, but still very unfortunate, and I'm just not sure what to do about those yet. I might try to see if I can trade them in with a game store, with some extra fodder, to do a one-for-one swap. But so the other games, they're all pretty decent. Some filler titles, but pretty decent still. Cruisin' USA, Hot Wheels, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Episode 1 Racer, Mario Kart 64, Pokemon Stadium 1. Quick guess, is it Tony Hawk or 2 or Donkey Kong? Donkey Kong 64, which is probably why it has the expansion pack. WCW vs. NWO Revenge, NASCAR 99, I can hold that up right. Turok, World Driver Championship, Star Fox, probably for the Rumble pack, Pokemon Snap, and Turok 2. So those were all the games. Like I said, I paid $75 for the system, all the games, the 2 controllers, the memory card, and the Rumble pack. The only games that I need out of this is the World Driver Championship, WCW vs. NWO Revenge, and then the 2 Mario games. So those are the ones I'm keeping, and I'm hoping that I can sell all these and honestly just make my money back. That's really all I'm interested in. I think I can, between the system with the expansion pack, Star Fox, Pokemon Stadium, Mario Kart, and the rest just for a couple of bucks each. I think I can come up with my money back. So if I can make 75, 80 bucks, I'll be very, very happy. And that was the reason I did the whole deal was that I'm confident I can make that money back because I just don't, I don't spend $30, $40 on one game. So I thought that was a great deal. Met with him to get these games. I felt a little bad because he wants to take that stuff back, and I just don't see a game store taking those 2 third-party controllers back. They were probably laughing, when they sold them to him, but for that Mario game, I doubt they're just going to let him return it. They'll probably buy it back, for $10 or something like that, but they're not going to give him, the $20, $30 he paid for it. And I was going to offer him some advice, but decided not to. That this was a Craigslist deal. We're not good friends or anything, so I didn't need to try to mentor him, and and I could be wrong anyway. So, but anyway, so I thought I had a bunch of great stuff here. This will be the end for video 1. Remember, please comment and preferably ask a question for a Q&A for Here Are the Prizes, Mega Man 2 for the NES, and Metroid Prime for the GameCube. Thanks for checking this video out, and stay tuned for video number 2. Thank you.